right, guys, Dominick Izzo. I am the bull of MLM, and this is Network Marketing Warfare. And let's come up with solutions, right? Over the last several videos and podcasts I've been doing on the counters of the anti-MLM community, the one thing you're going to notice from all the anti-MLM content creators out there is they're swarmed. Hundreds of videos on their YouTube channels on the negative aspect of network marketing, but not one has a solution about how to improve the industry. None, right? So let's talk about it because the industry has some issues. So I'm going to highlight what I saw were some of the biggest problems where I did the same thing so many people did for years, and the aha moment where I went, oh my God, and then my growth exploded, especially in the number one area where people talk about, which is recruiting, right? So let's do a couple of things first. Let's define what network marketing is. It's network marketing, MLM, which stands for multi-level marketing, or direct sales, right? I'm going to go straight to the internet, and let's take a look at a couple different definitions. Network marketing or multi-level marketing is a controversial marketing strategy for the sales of products or service where the revenue of the MLM company is derived from a non-salary workforce selling the company's products or services, while the earnings of the participants are derived from a pyramid-shaped binary commission system. MLM strategy may be an illegal pyramid scheme. So far, the definition of a pyramid scheme is you ask somebody for $200 and tell that person, now go get two people to give you $200. Out of that, you're going to keep 50. You're going to give me the 150, and then they're going to get two people. You're going to keep the 50 they get. You're going to give me the 150. By the seventh week, you'll be on top of this level. When you exchange money for no product or service, you are in an illegal pyramid scheme. Now, start taking notes on this because I want you to apply this. I don't care what company you're with. I don't care if you're with Beachbody, Rodan and Fields, Monet. I don't care who you're with. Amway, for the love of God. I want to help you grow in your business, and that's going to be sounding educated when people say, oh, you're an illegal pyramid scam. Okay, number one, it's not illegal. It's not illegal. Oh, it's a pyramid scam. Okay, it's not a scam. Well, it's a pyramid. Okay. When I was a police officer, I was a police officer. I had sergeants above me. I had lieutenants above them, commanders above them, deputy chiefs above them, chief above them. That narrows as you go to the top. That's a pyramid. If you go to Starbucks, the person who takes your order through the drive-thru is probably equivalent or equal to the barista who makes your coffee, to the same person who's on the inside who's working the cash register. There's people stocking the shelves, sweeping the floor. They're run by a shift manager. The shift manager answers to an AGM. AGM answers to a GM, GM answers to a regional manager, district manager, all the way up to the top, the CEO, right? That's a pyramid as well, too. Pyramid is also the strongest structure known to man. The more force you put on the top of the pyramid, the more the weight is distributed down into the earth, and your strong structure takes that pressure, and it can't be collapsed. You cannot collapse a pyramid if built correctly. So I embrace the pyramid. I want to build a pyramid 100% because the more that I strengthen everybody who's beneath me, the stronger my foundation is. The issue, too, about the pyramid scam is, this is what all the debates that people do online or the criticism they do, they all assume, because they all equate it, right? It's more profitable to work at a McDonald's. It's more profitable to do this. Everyone, and I've asked everybody for a debate, and no one has taken me up on a debate yet. No one. Not one anti-MLM person. That's been proven. They all assume that every single person in the network marketing industry has the same skill set, are putting in the same hours, they're duplicating this exact same process. They're assuming all aspects for the business are equal, and they're not. Some people are not putting in the same effort. Some people don't do anything. Some people disappear. There's so many variables in this moving system, right? The system is simply, you get in the business, you become your own customer, you repeat that process. And I'll talk about that in a minute. The second aspect of it, people sit there and say you can only make money in recruiting and network marketing. No, most network marketing companies have two avenues for you to make money: through selling the direct sales of their product or service, or recruiting and building teams. In the aspect of recruiting and building teams, you then become your own pyramid, the tip of your own pyramid. So I'm going to stick with this for a second. This negates the whole argument and lie of you can only make money when you get into the very beginning of network marketing. That's untrue. It's untrue. If that was the case, Amway would have closed down 40 years ago. No, mathematically speaking, if I joined Amway today, I start my own pyramid. There's a never-ending supply of people who are looking to become entrepreneurs and grow and learn, people who leave the business, come back in the business. I don't care what it is. And you can surpass the people who are above you. We're going to talk about that in a second because that's important, because that was an argument for the last company I was with. Now, with my story, I started with company A. I went to company B. I was with company A for several years. Went to company B for 6 months. Left company B, went to company C, was with company C for several years, went back to company A. My reasons for going back to company A were personality conflicts with company C. Great product. I have nothing against it, but I'll talk about why that upline was not what I wanted. And then I wanted more stability, right? Company A was already been around for 52 years, fully paid for, has had only one CEO. So there's business reasons I looked at it, right? I'll talk about that. When it comes down to the direct selling, let's look at the definition of direct selling here for a second. Direct sales is the sales that occurs between a brand and the end user without a middleman or distributor. They are the type of B2C, business to customer sale. They can happen in person or online. The most important thing for your company to know about direct sales is that it's on the rise with no signs of slowing down. Network marketing eliminates, or I say this quite often, it's reverse advertising. So when people want to know, what is it? Go watch the John Oliver anti-network marketing video he did about 6-7 years ago. It's got 34 million views. It's about a 34-minute video, and he rips it apart. The comment sections are just insanely like anti-MLM. It's a scam, it's a scam, it's a scam. Patrick Bet-David from Valuetainment. Thank God I found his video, because I was, reevaluating my business, going, why am I doing this, blah, blah. I watched Patrick Bet-David's counter to that, where he took an hour to explain what network marketing is. Let's start with the marketing aspect here first, right? Well, if you see a billboard while you're driving, that's media marketing. You turn on the radio, listen to a commercial, that's radio marketing. Sitting down, watching a television commercial that you zip through nowadays, that's television marketing. Network marketing, if you go to a restaurant and you have a fantastic experience and you tell your brother, sister, best friend, uncle, wife, whatever, you are marketing to their network. So we have to talk about what it is. It's third-person word-of-mouth marketing, which is the most powerful marketing there is. And this is how I could tell you that it is, right? Because if you go to a restaurant and have a phenomenal experience, you're probably not going to tell too many people. But if you have a bad experience, what are you doing? You're going online and telling everybody and their mother. You're making sure everybody knows how bad network marketing is. Look at the power of the anti-MLM community. A lot of these people were unsuccessful because they didn't know what the business is. They quit. Everybody who's a failure in network marketing quits. It's just as simple as that. But third-person word of mouth is the most powerful form of marketing. You have to understand first, if you're going to get in the business, research it, right? You get a lot of leapfrogging. A lot of people will come in, and let's talk about the issue of only the ones at the top make money. Some of the kind of like the top two company in the last agency I just left, have part of their presentation is they hit the rank of Black Diamond in 7 days. That's part of their allure, right? Attractive couple, they use what they have, sex and controversy sell, right? Because it's marketing. And all their presentations are, we hit Black Diamond in 7 days. What they don't talk about is they had inside knowledge that the company was being formed, and let's just say they knew about it in January of 2015, and then in January of 2019, it was finally opened. They had all that time to align, market, pitch, hype it up, talk to their friends and family to invest. And then once the company opened, hey, by the way, it opens tomorrow. Let's get you in. They dump everybody in. Boom. Instant, induplicatable process. Can't be duplicated. You can 100%. You can get involved with the network marketing community and say, all right, I just got involved with this company that's been around for 50 years. I'm not going to do anything for my first 6 months, but I'm going to recruit softly behind the scenes. And then 6 months later, I'm going to dump everybody in at the same time. You can do that, but it's going to cost you, time, effort, money, headache, and you're not going to make anything. It's going to be a pain in the ass, but you can do it 100%. The aspects of building properly when you're going to look at a company, right? Look at it. I do legitimately believe that people should not keep going to these new companies, because what you always seem to have is these people will come in and it's a Pied Piper aspect. So let's start attacking the cons of network marketing. If you hear your network saying, oh my gosh, you know what? We got a new company coming up. It's got a great compensation plan. We're all going to go there. They're going to benefit. You're not. They're going to benefit. You're not. Because they're bringing you after you've established on their team to the new company. They're going to dump you in. They'll be there for a year or two, then go to the next one. It happens quite often. One of the other reasons that I chose to go back to the company that I'm with now, and under the upline that I was with originally, was that she's been there for 20 years. The person I was with before that, or the other company that I left her for, they've been with this company since the beginning. The company's only 5 years old, but he has been with 4 or 5 other companies. I want longevity. This is a business, right? If I'm going to treat this like a business, because don't forget in the beginning, I didn't see this like a business. I saw this as the emotionalism, the hype, every problem we need to eradicate in this business that the anti-MLM crew will only complain about but not offer solutions. So let's start coming up with some fucking solutions. You have to find a company. If you go into somebody, and I did a video on questions to ask. I think you should ask, how long have you been with this company? And if they say, well, 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 days, okay, great. Tell me about the structure above you then. And can you give me as deep and as high as you can go to give me some assurance that I'm not going to be following you because you're brand new at this. You don't seem to know what you're doing. Do we have full 24/7 access to people who are rooted? That's unbelievably important. Unbelievably important. Ask. All right, if you want to go with the income, right? I don't ask anybody's income above me because I don't care about their income. I care about what my potential is. I do ask, can you show me, is it possible for me to make more money than you and the person above you? I need to see that in a compensation plan, right? And then you have to establish the authenticity of the company, the product value, again, length of time, and then management structure. If they've got people who've been bouncing around like crazy, that's a problem. That's a problem, right? One of the things that is big then after that is then the everybody's an independent contractor, franchisee, business, and I'm going to talk about this for a second too, real briefly. You shouldn't have to pay money to wind up being a business owner. Well, again, if the compensation plan says from the very beginning, we're not paying you anything until transactions are made, you have no excuse because you know full front off the bat what your expectations are. Okay, well, I'm not going to make any money. And a lot of people say they want to go to affiliate marketing, right? So let's look at affiliate marketing. Leave network marketing, go to affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is a type of performance-based marketing in which a business rewards one or more affiliates for each visitor or customer brought to the affiliate's own marketing efforts. So many of these anti-MLM girls online, you click on their link tree and what do you see? Use the promo code Susie. Use the promo code Jessica. Use the promo code Cece. Use the promo code this. Buy my eyeliner. Oh, then they do commercials in the video, in the middle of their video for 15% off. Use the promo code this. Okay. For your company, network marketing, did they give you a specific to you website? I have one. DominickIzzo.com. That's affiliate marketing. Because all I have to do is tell somebody, hey, visit my website. Go ahead and put this order in. Yeah, here's the click on this link. There's an aspect of network marketing that one of the avenues is affiliate marketing. Click on the link, make an order, you put in your own order, end of story. So we have to look at that right there. That's the sales of the product. We'll get to the business and the recruiting and the manipulation that has to be done. So number one, I want to really talk about that and form your vision that if you're taking notes, you're direct sales, you are in some degree affiliate marketing because you have your own website, click, you're going to get recognized for the sale. That's all you have to do. You want to put up shirtless photos or sexy photos on your Instagram and then say, click on this link for whatever. You probably wind up getting a discount. Support my business. Click on this link. You're affiliate marketing. You're done. It's the same thing that every one of these anti-MLM community people do, that they're accusing the business of being broken on. Oh, but the only way you make money is by recruiting. Now let's talk. I want to paint this exactly how you need to understand it, because this was so difficult for me to understand. You're getting multiple ways to make income in network marketing. Yeah, they give cruises. Some companies give cars. You get, bonuses, all this. But we have to look at the two primary ways, which is sales of the product and recruiting. Now, here's the misconception that so many people have a problem with. Well, you only make money by recruiting. No, because the problem is most every single network marketing company that I've seen, and I'm sure there are some that don't. So I'm talking about legitimate network marketing businesses. The recruiting fee is $50, $40, $29 to come in for the year. So somebody can sign up as a brand partner, as a virtual franchisee. And again, let's look at the concept of franchise. Well, you're not a virtual franchise. If I go to McDonald's and I want to sell McDonald's cheeseburgers, I have to pay them a fee. I have to pay their franchise fee. If I want to put this podcast up on Spreaker, which then will distribute it all over the place, I'm using Spreaker's format, right? Spreaker, when you hit a certain number, will start to pay you. I have to put more content on Spreaker, but I have to pay Spreaker to distribute that content in order to generate revenue. I don't know who says, I really don't. Well, I do know. It's those who are not entrepreneurs and not business owners who say you shouldn't have to pay a network marketing company to work there. They should compensate you fairly. Well, we know how this goes. If a network marketing company says, here's a list of leads, and I'm going to pay you $30 an hour to call all 100 of these names, are you going to call 100 and sell the product, right? Are you going to call all 100 of the names in the first hour and just make $30? Or are you going to stretch that out for a 10-hour day? You call 10 names an hour. Or if the company says, listen, here's a list of 100 leads for every product you sell, we will give you $3,000. You're going to call all 100 in that first hour. And then you're going to say, give me a new list. And then the next hour, give me a new list, give me a new list. You need to flip that mind switch. And most people are not comfortable with this. When it comes down to the recruiting, again, this is available in the Robert Kiyosaki book, Business of the 21st Century. This made the biggest difference for me. And I've done this on the whiteboard, but I'm going to paint an illustration that I'm hoping you're going to write down, you're going to go over, you're going to discover, it's going to make sense. When I pitch you on a product, I've got the best hair care, I've got the best toothpaste, I've got the best shampoo, I've got the best CBD oil, I've got the best this. That's my presentation. I have to put value in that product so overwhelmingly that you're like, yeah, I'd love to do that. And typically on a sales pitch like that, you get people like, yeah, I'll try it. Yeah, you're trying to get a customer. And then at the end of it, after you've worn them down, because you've got to show value. Well, this toothpaste will make your teeth 10 times whiter. Yeah, but I'm paying $5 for your toothpaste, but I go over to the store and I pay $2.99 for this toothpaste. Why? Are you able to provide value in that product? Okay? It's difficult for people to do. Then at the end of it, after I wear you down because you're like, oh, it's Dominick's business. I'll give him a hand. I'll buy him something this month. Hey, by the way, Joe, there's a business opportunity in this. Well, after I've worn Joe down with the product, Joe doesn't want to hear the business pitch. That is direct sales or affiliate marketing. If Joe's just going to click my link, send my link out to 1,000 people, maybe 3 people will wind up buying my product. I don't know. Direct sales, and then I get the transactional difference, percentage, whatever the company decides to pay me, right? If we limit network marketing on that, there you go. You're using your network to marketing for your sales. The reason that network marketing goes after the recruiting so much more is it's a psychological, yes it is, 100% aspect that the customer will stay longer as a customer. Now, if you owned a coffee house, you want repeat business. You don't want Joe to come in, visit once, then disappear. If you're in a town of 1 million people, you don't want 1 million transactions and done. You want those 1 million people buying over and over and over and over again. So what are you doing to provide value in your coffee that is so great that people are going to continue to come back to you? Great coffee, great service, great atmosphere, great prices, everything. You're going to continue value so that that cup of coffee is perpetually sold by people. You want people coming in you want your regulars. For those who are on social media, who are doing anti-MLM video content, they're building regulars by constantly talking negatively about MLM because that's resonating for value with their customer base. So shit, we got to build customers and regularness. So again, let's go back to the customer aspects. I sell Joe on my toothpaste. 3-4 months goes by. Joe's like, yeah, this toothpaste is great because he's on auto ship. Because remember, network marketing, we want to repeat customers. So they offer, hey, let's put you on auto ship. It's going to come to your house every month. You're going to deduct a payment of $29.99, all this stuff for a box of 17 toothpaste things. Come the end of that month, Joe's in like 6 months. Hey, Dominick, you cancel my auto ship? I got 5 boxes of this sitting in my bathroom, and I just don't know what to do with this. And I'm really not using it that much. Very, very, very common with network marketing. One of the biggest problems I had with the first company that I was with, because I didn't know how to address the value of, no, stay on this, right? And then you start going, oh, no, you want to stay on this. And then you start, kind of hyping up the product even more. Flip the switch. Now let's take Joe. If I come to Joe in the beginning and say, listen, this is the product I represent, but I want to talk to you about I want to recruit you to be a business owner with what I do. Well, what's the business model? I present value in this company. If you see value, you become a partner. You pay an enrollment fee that entitles you to all of what we offer, right? Education, websites, you offer as much value as possible. Leverage the tax laws at the end of the year, and you be your own customer. So am I selling anything? This is where it was so difficult for me to understand. If you're a McDonald's cheeseburger franchise and you rewind back to the 1950s, you sell cheeseburgers, it's great. And somebody comes along and says, I want to buy this business to sell your cheeseburgers. Go watch the movie The Founder. Yeah, it's about real estate. But are they making money off of selling the cheeseburgers, or are they making money off of franchising the business? So again, you have to look at that model. All right, I want Dave to pay his $50 annual fee so that when he comes in, if I can provide as much value as possible, Dave will tell the accurate amount of people according to his perceive of value. Again, this is circumstantial to the individual. I could tell it to Jane. Jane will go, all right, well, so what's the incentives? I get to be my own customer, tax write-off at the end of the year. I'm not going to tell anybody. Let's go back to the model of now what is defined by the success of network marketing. If somebody's going to try to recruit you and they show your pay stub, fucking run. Run. Because if Jeff makes 50 grand a week, do you have the skill set, or can Jeff teach you the skill set to duplicate making that 50 grand a week? So let's establish a $1 profit and define success. If your business model is you pay $50 to come in as a company, Acme, and Acme says you are entitled to all of our training, you are entitled to our offices, on back offices, you're entitled to your own website, you're entitled to all the material, marketing material we have, and we will help you sell this product. If you want to sell it, affiliate marketing, here's a website link, or you want to recruit others, we'll help you. There's your value. If your value is Acme product is so good, I love it for me, therefore I'm going to stay on it. Okay, stay on it. Do the business, call people, pitch them, close them. At the end of the year, if your tax person deems that your activity legally fit the mold to where you can use the taxes to write off things like your cell phone, because you're doing business on that, your electric bill, because you're working out of your home, a room in your home, or states like Utah where you can write off your entire residence if you're doing work out of your home, internet bill, equipment you bought for your business. If you get a refund then that covered the entire cost of what you personally had to purchase every 12 months, then you broke even. In my opinion, that's a success, especially if you love the product. If you see physical, mental, emotional well-being from the product, you broke even, you succeeded. That's a complete win for network marketing. And so many people now are like, that's not how it's represented. It's how we need to represent it, number one. Number two, if you made $1 each month, you succeeded. The mindset of, I got to pay for something every month. I owned a gym, 2,700 square foot gym in Schaumburg, Illinois. Daytime population of 1 million people. It's 20 minutes outside of Chicago. The man who owned the building, I had to pay him $1,875 a month. I had to pay hundreds of dollars for gas, hundreds of dollars for water bills when the toilet leaked. I had to pay build-out costs. It cost me $3,800 a month from all the utilities and the rent, sometimes late fees, to operate that business. But why? You should work there for free because it's a capitalist society. They're giving me access to use the building. ComEd was giving me access to the electricity, Nicor to the gas, Village of Schaumburg to the water, alarm company, internet company, all giving me access. They don't care whether or not I make a profit because their business is to make profits. So when you start looking at, all right, I paid $3,800 a month to run that gym. Now I pay less than $200 a month to operate a virtual franchise. You say virtual, but it's the opposite of brick and mortar, right? Brick and mortar. If I went and I went to LA Fitness and said I want to open up a franchise, I'd be a franchise of LA Fitness. I'm a franchise of the company I'm now. But if again, we use the internet, and everybody wants to scoff at virtual franchises, but so many people are doing their business from online. So flip the way you look at it. Are you paying money, or is the monthly thing that you have to purchase every month, your eyelashes, your jewelry, I don't know, your CBD cream, whatever, is that your business overhead every month that's a tax write-off at the end of the year? Is it? I don't know. You check with your tax guy. If you did all that and you sat there and you made a car payment a month, if you bought a grocery bill, tank of gas a month, would that be worth it to you? The question needs to be, how many hours did I work? If you worked 40 hours a week for a tank of gas, no, it's not worth it. If you worked 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week, talk to one person every single day, out of those 20 days, 25 days, 5, 10, 15, 20 days, because you're not going to work Friday and Saturday, and one of those people come in every month and you're making $50 a month, it should be worth it. We have to scale this now, right? So again, you have to define what network marketing is. Network marketing is direct sales. It is a part of affiliate marketing. It's multi-level marketing. It is a pyramid. You're going to strengthen your pyramid, right? These are the facts of what this business is. It's virtual franchise. Not one person in the anti-MLM community can argue with these facts. It's an illegal pyramid. No, it's not. What they're complaining about is the methodologies. We'll get into that next, the personal aspects, the recruiting methods. But you need to establish first, what is network marketing? It's direct sales. You go to a company, the company says, here's the pay structure, how we'll pay you as long as you wind up making transactions. Okay, so you could sell the product, or you could provide value to somebody to say, crap, I'm gonna invest in this company with the $50 a year enrollment fee. I'm gonna take the product every year. It's gonna entitle me to tax write-offs, and if I do all this work, I could make money. When you flip that switch to John or Joe, when I sell him the toothpaste, after 6 months, he's going to be like, can you cancel this order? If John comes in as a business owner and after 6 months, he's like, yeah, cancel this toothpaste. It's like, John, do you realize that you're 6 months into the year already? Come April, you get to write your taxes off. Oh, I didn't see it that way. I didn't know. So John might, because he sees value in something you're presenting it for, on staying involved with the business now. So you have to provide value. That's the most essential thing. Most of you are up on your social media and you're doing the same thing. You're doing your lives, doing your pictures, posting up, this is my skincare routine. I got news for you, kids. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody does. If I talk to you and I said, hey, Jane, I got some eyelash extensions that I think you'd look great for. What do you think the percentage of the population of the United States, 329 million people are, who could use eyelashes are. Now, if I said, Jane, I want to show you how to use your social media to market for an additional line of revenue. Do you have any interest in that? I don't know who. I think I've run into one person. No, I'm good. I got 9 revenue streams already. I'm more. You have to start where the value is and what the need is. You could take. I'm a guy. I could go to Mary Kay, a product I probably wouldn't use, and I could still apply this business model to there and provide value. So let's go off of the next part of it. The recruiting aspect of it. When value is clear, decisions are easy. When value is clear, decisions are easy. My team knows that we present value with 3 C's. Most of you just do 1, which is commerce, the product or service. Buy my product, use my this. Oh my gosh, you're going to be taller, faster, sexier, leaner, shorter. Get all the guys, get all the girls. It's going to be great. Okay? It's a one and done transactional. The 3 C's are commerce, that's your product or your service, cash flow, how you make your money, and culture. Culture is the most important thing because if you have a toxic culture, you're going to perpetuate the negative stereotypes that the anti-MLM crew do. So be very aware of your culture. If you're going to run, air quotes, a business school, because now remember, keep in mind, I'm going to tell you some of the horror stories that I went, this is not fucking right. As long as you operate within the bylaws of the company, the policies and procedures, you could do whatever you want. And sadly, there are people who are making false income claims, false weight loss claims, false this, false that. Be transparent. Be transparent. When somebody says, how much money did you make? Be 100% honest. I'm not a millionaire yet. I'm not making what I want to. I'm not going to wind up discussing my income with you, but it's not where I'm not a millionaire. I don't make hundreds of thousands of dollars a week. I don't make that. Well, why should I do this? Figure out the value, and we're going to go over what the value is for you. I have a mindset that's different, right? Like I talk about it all the time. Jessie Lee Ward's a friend of mine, and Jessie Lee Ward makes an immeasurable claim. She's the greatest network marketer in the world. You can't measure that. I mean, because Igor and his wife make $2.2 million a month. I don't know if Jessie makes that. I don't think she does. She will. But it's like, does that mean they're the greatest? But I don't like their skill set, right? Jessie Lee also is in my opinion, far more realistic about her marketing strategy than most people. So does she provide more value in the realities of the marketing? Does that make her the number 1 marketer? None of that matters. What matters is if you stick Jessie Lee and I in a room, I'm a guy. I'm far more fucking aggressive than she is. I'm older than she is. In my opinion, she's a kid. She's a broad. She's not going to outdo me. Jessie Lee Ward is going to say I'm fucking better than him any day of the week and twice on Sunday. And I'm going to say she doesn't stand a chance. Her team is infinitely bigger than mine, right? She's far more successful than I am. But in my mind, I'm the best network marketer in the world. So again, do you understand what I'm talking about? Having that vision and adopting that mindset. Now, again, once you do that, you have to apply it to integrity. The network marketing recruiting simply comes from providing value. I believe that products should be taken care of. Commerce should be absolutely taken care of. End of story. Your company should have awesome, awesome product. And I like all these people out there. Well, why they're marketing up way more than whatever. Some of you will buy a Prada purse for how many thousands of dollars, which is simply a container for your shit. I bought an Acura. I went to a dealer. Here's an Acura and a Honda side by side. If you know anything about cars, they're the same damn car. I chose to buy an Acura, which had a $10,000 more markup sticker. Why? Because my value was placed on that through the superior job the salesperson did. Just showed me more value. Still gets me from point A to point B. It'll get 400,000 miles on the engine just like the Honda would. So it's perception of value, right? But it's got to be done with integrity. When I went to the Honda dealer and a guy sold me an Acura, his integrity was incredible. It was pure value, no pressure. Remember that. The problem that we have in the network marketing industry, and these were 2 glaring things why I stopped talking to the 2 uplines that were above me. Number 1, they both ran, air quotes, business schools. Business schools. Now, I did learn a lot from them, but the things I also learned was what I don't want to be. You can't be a business school and say, this is how I got to Black Diamond, and then do an hour-long presentation on, I read this book, and then I read this book, and let me tell you the importance of reading, and reading is going to activate your mind, and blah, 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 blah. No. How many people did you talk to that day? What hours did you set aside during the day to talk to people? What was the environment? Did you change your state? What was your tonality like? How did you invite? How did you handle objections? How did you pitch? How did you close? I've been in all the network marketing presentations I've ever been to. They all say the same thing, right? I had $7 in my pocket. I was living out of my car. I met Joyce. Joyce showed me this. Now I'm a millionaire with seven mansions. And I would always ask the people the same thing. Well, how did you do it? I just talked to 3 people a day. How did you do it? I just talked to 3 people a day. How did you do it? Nobody answered that, right? I went to a seminar, and inadvertently, one of the guys who was giving the speeches answered the question for me. You got to believe. You got to believe. People were asking, hey, how do I handle when I talk to somebody, when I know to call them, I don't want to interrupt them during dinner. You just got to believe in yourself. And I stopped taking notes, and I went, oh, shit. And I looked in that moment to every profession I've ever done. Bartending, martial arts, owning a gym, law enforcement, radio, running for sheriff, writing a book. It didn't matter. I believed in what I did because I totally immersed myself into it first and became educated, so that when somebody said, here's a question, here's a critique, I was so well educated in what I did, I went, oh, here's the answer. The debate skills, they come from knowing what the hell you're talking about. First day on the job, doing a traffic stop, I'm uneasy. Oh my, flip the lights, and did I position the car right? And the guy in the seat next to me, who's my FTO, is he going to ding me for getting too close to the car? Should I have touched the trunk on the way back? By year number 4, 5, 10, 12, it's like, I'm Officer so-and-so with the such police department. I need your license insurance. Here's why I stopped you today. You believe, and it comes across in the delivery of what you're doing. When I teach martial arts, it's called Wing Chun. It's called invisible Wing Chun. Meaning, I could teach you the punch 1,000,000 times. Here's the mechanics and the alignment of the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, how you need to stand, this and that. I'm not inside of your skin. You're going to do it for 1,000 reps. The moment that you are so self-analytical and you understand after detailed study, self-study over and over and over again, and you feel it, you're going to go, oh my God, I understand it. Holy shit, I get it. Then when you believe it, somebody's going to say, oh, you learned this art? You're going to say, yeah, let me explain to you why it is. And as you explain it or teach it to someone else, you'll understand more about what you're teaching and delivering. So I'm at that seminar, and prior to this, I was doing like everybody else, right? I'm talking like they are. I'm duplicating what they are, using the hype, using the emotion. After this seminar, I go home. I stopped doing presentations in my car. I do them in my studio. Now, we're just at the beginning of this pandemic, and I'm like, I'm wearing my suit on Zoom calls because this is a profession. I believe in this. I'm researching these things. Cash flow quadrant, Metcalfe's law, network marketing, pyramid scam definition, all of this. So when somebody says you're in a pyramid scam, I'm able to say, all right, let me define what a pyramid scam is for you. Because I'm educated in it, I'm not threatened by your question, which puts me in a defensive position to go, well, it's not a pyramid scam. You have to be able to answer professionally. How do you make your money in network marketing? Well, it's either through the direct sales of the product, or what as I do is I recruit people into the business who become their own business owners, which ultimately keeps the insurance of somebody who's going to stay on the product. So ultimately, we are continuing a perpetuation of the product being sold to ourselves. The company loves it, and a rising tide lifts all boats. So it's all of us are paying it forward, but eventually it'll run out. Not if you keep going, but that sounds like work. Fucking duh. 100% it is. And it's my job, if I've got an organization of 5,000 people underneath me, to keep building and building and building and building and building. The one thing that I think is incorrect is set it and forget it mentality, like the rotisserie commercial from the early 2000s, right? No, if you build network marketing and you step away for it from a month, you'll continue to make income, but your income will start to go down. This is nonstop. But tell me what job isn't. Tell me what job isn't. If you owned an apartment building with 99 units and you didn't, even if you hired a manager, but you didn't check in with the manager would slack off because they're not feeling the pressure of succeeding. It's not their business. They're just getting paid hourly. This all comes into pride in your business. The babying, listen to me very carefully. This is very important. This is why I lost respect for the $1 million earners in my network, because they all came, the last company, they all came in before the company was opened. They brought in the big team. They recruited, right? Pied Piper. And there was an argument about Dominick's style doesn't duplicate, because what I did then was I determined, holy shit, I was the greatest salesperson in the world because I was a police officer. My job was to show up on scene with a drunk, drugged out, violent, combative person and say, hey, let's get you into handcuffs today, and have them think it was a good idea without any resistance whatsoever. Police officers are the single best salespeople on the planet. Teachers, they're second. They got to get all those unruly 13-year-olds, high schoolers, juveniles, all to sit at the desk and pay attention to them. Sales is everywhere. So when you start to say, I'm not a salesperson, yeah, you are. Yes, you are. It's influence, not manipulation. When I would go to these presentations, for one team, it was always the same. Every Monday night consisted of an hour-long presentation. There was their business meetings. 60, 70, 100 people on there would all go, all right, we love you. This is the book we're reading this month. And then so-and-so would grab the book and read. Listen to this. If you want to believe in yourself, you got to take that chance to go do new things, find new passions, new pleasures, and then wind up applying it in your life. Highlight that. Highlight that. And I'm like, what? We love you. We believe in you. And they would say, we believe in you until you believe in yourself. Now, I'm a little bit different. I come from an athletic background. I was a wrestler, went into law enforcement. I never had anybody tell me, oh, it's okay, I believe in you until you believe in yourself. That's not my generation. That's this current generation's problem that they have. The second half hour of this meeting was always, now opened up the room, who's got something to say? I just want to say on my heart how thankful I am for you guys, how much this group has changed my life, and oh my gosh, I love you. And it was the same with both the group that talked about the books you read, and the group that did the giant big, circle hug shit. Nobody ever advanced. Nobody ever advanced. It'd be the same people for 4 years. I'm going to be a gold next month. Never happened. Never happened. Why not? Now, I am a problem child. I don't care what industry, law enforcement, network marketing, radio, you name it. I don't like shit that isn't authentic. I recruited more than anybody. Couldn't get duplication because what I was doing was I was recruiting with a very hard style. This is business. This is what we're going to attack business first, back it up by a superior product, and then cultivate a culture. And then I would put people into those business meetings. They didn't get me. They got this watered down, air quotes, business school delivery, and nobody was doing work because I was just a recruiting machine. I wasn't cultivating people. It just wasn't what I was focused on. So I recruited more than anybody, which is why this is a lie for those who are saying, well, all you got to do is recruit to make money in network marketing. I made a shit ton of bonuses, but people weren't duplicating because I was not pouring my style of teaching into that team. So you're lying. It's not true. I left after I had a conversation with the top people. They make their $40 million net worth. And I was told by a couple different top people, Dominick's going to be very difficult for you to duplicate. You dress very well. You speak very well. Use a professional studio when you do things. We need to really wind up getting the common person to just see what this business is. Another person in this group told me when I said, can we get back office training to understand the compensation plan, to understand this? And then say, well, Dominick, true entrepreneurs figure this out for themselves. So I know how to make a cup of coffee. So I can go to Starbucks, pay $3, $4, $5 million, open up a Starbucks franchise, and then I understand just because I know how to boil water, pour it over beans, French press, Italian espresso maker. Here's your cup of coffee. I'm going to know how to place the inventory. I'm going to know how to wind up doing the correct measurements for their mocha, frappuccino, skinny fat, non-fat, your sister's ass latte. I'm going to know the hours of operation. I'm going to know how to operate the POS, the point of sale system, the cash register. What bank do I use? When do I deposit? What's your methodology for operating the alarm? When do you rotate your stock? What's your compliance with corporate? Well, Dominic, two entrepreneurs figured out for themselves. Do you see the problem with network marketing so far and why we have to come up with a solution? When talking to some of these people, they said, Dominic, you are trying to keep people or to get people to eat steak and potatoes when they should be on a bottle. I lost all fucking respect for that woman when she said that, because there's what they do. The network, listen to me very carefully, because I'm not making any fucking friends in this industry off of this one. The typical network marketing business model is to bring people in and you fluff them up with their emotions. You hold an event annually, or your team does. Outside of what the annual does, you create photo ops, come up on stage, talk with them. You make people feel fucking special. Where does this sound like? Men who want to get in the pants of women and will say anything they can just to get laid? Sound familiar? When you understand that sex, dating, and business are all the same, you'll go very far. You'll know what to look for, you'll know how to operate with integrity, and you'll know what to avoid. So I cut them out. The last presentation I went to, one of their people on their team said, you know, I do Uber Eats, and I see these people all the time, and how do I approach them? And the main guy, net worth of $40 million guy says, well, you know what you got to do is you got to talk to them and shake their hand, look in their eyes, and ask them how their day was. And then he goes, is Dominic in the group? And I flat out asked, do you want me to explain what I would do? And are you okay with that? Yes, I would. Yeah, tell him. And I would say flat out, you be bold, you be blunt, you be direct. I'm dropping off your food. By the way, I'm in a business. I would like your number to be able to contact you. I want to be able to pitch and close what my business is to see if there's any value in what we do. I got 5 or 10 emails after that from these people on these teams. Can you teach us? This is direct sales. You are either selling a product or you are selling the business. You're selling. Talk to my other upline. Hey, how come I've recruited more than you or more than anybody, but I'm not beyond you? Well, you got a duplication problem. Well, wait a second. You've recruited all these people. You got 3,600 people in your organization. You have 33 golds, 2 diamonds out of 3,600. And they're all on auto ship every month paying you. Who's got the duplication problem? When he did his video, when he hit Black Diamond, it made me sick to my stomach. Guys, we did it. We did it. We hit Black Diamond. No, you fucking hit Black Diamond. Everybody else pay your bills. And everybody does what when it comes down to network marketing? Motivation. This is the wrong industry to come in for motivation. This is discipline. Network marketing is personal development. It's nothing more. You make money for default, right? By showing people value. This is our product. Here's why it's phenomenal. This is the way we make money. It's pretty damn cool. It requires a lot of work. It's only 4 things. Contact people, invite them to see a plan, follow up with them, and schedule a call. That's it. How you invite people is extremely important, because how many of you know you'll call 1,000 people? Most of you won't even call 10, and you get rejected off of 2. Most of you don't know tonality. Most of you don't know the difference how to talk to your warm market and your cold market. Hey, Aunt Judy, I've got this great business opportunity. Blah, blah, blah. Can't you just sit there and be real? Aunt Judy, you've seen me with 2 other network marketing companies. I failed both of them. I know that you don't believe in this. I do. Would you just take a look and evaluate this for me, or let me practice a pitch and a close on you? Why can't you be real? Why can't you go, hey, John, Dominick Izzo. Yeah, we worked together 5 years ago. I got a great business opportunity. If I will you, I love Ray Higdon. Don't get me wrong. If I send you a video, will you watch it? Oh yeah, sure. 90% of the people will tell you yes. Then what are you doing? You're hunting them down. Why are you not leading them? John, Dominick Izzo. Listen, this is rude and I apologize. I've not spoken to you in 5 years. This is not a personal call. This is a business call. I do want to present something to you. Can I get 15 seconds of your time to tell you what I'm doing? Pitch it. Either you say yes or no. People respect the shit out of direct honesty. Don't go for no. Go for yes. Listen, I want you to be a part of this. How many of you men will be out there and say, listen, I want you. I'm not taking no for an answer. How many of you can say, listen, I want you in my business. I want to hear every objection you have so that I can find the solution to overcoming every one of those objections because I want you in my business. How many people out there tell you how to deal with your cold market? You edify people. Hey, John, yeah, I see on your Instagram you're into bass fishing. I'm into bass fishing too. How awesome. What's the biggest fish you ever sold? You ever hooked? Dude, I slide into people's business. I'll give you right now. I'll tell you right now what I do if I cold market people I don't know. I go to my Instagram. If you follow me, I will slide in your DMs and I ask a question. If your name is up there, real, John, comma, what is your profession? Not what do you do? What's your work? What's your profession? I want to recognize, when I'm setting a tone, that I'm recognizing you as a professional. I don't give a shit if you sweep streets for a living. John says, easy to say, I don't know. What do you want to know for? I'm interested in finding out who connected with me so I could support them. Or John will say, yeah, I'm a construction worker. Excellent. Then I follow up with a voice note, not a video, no text. John, hey, listen, I appreciate you responding. Listen, I'm in a business that I want to present to you. I'd like a couple minutes of your time. I'd like you to forward me your phone number so I can give you a call. I want to set up a time and date. Let's have a conversation. I want to see if what I do has value to you, and I want to talk about potentially doing business with you. None of what I say is if I will you. If I present something of value with you, you have a conversation with me. I'm not giving anybody an out. I want your phone number. I want to set up a time with you. I want to do this. I want to do that. No one is teaching this. And I'm going to tell you. Now I'm a cop. I'm a retired cop, right? Don't take my word for it. Go watch videos by Jordan Belfort, The Wolf of Wall Street, on the importance of tonality, the importance of being a perceived expert, and the difference between being enthusiastic and excited. Hey, John, Dominick Izzo, yeah, I want to kind of have you look at the business I'm doing and see if they would be interested in you. John, Dominick Izzo, listen, I hope your day is fantastic. I want to talk to you about my business, and I want your cell phone number. You want to learn tonality? Go watch stand-up comedians. Go watch politicians. Learn how they tell stories. You're not going to tell stories and make something up. You're going to deliver your content with the same inflection that you would captivate somebody by telling them a story. You have to do three things. You have to entertain people. Not be a clown, but you have to entertain them with enthusiasm and the tonality in your voice. That's going to engage them so they pay attention to what you say, and then you educate them in what you have to say. Their determined value is based on how you deliver that. You want to learn how to pitch and close? Oren Clough. He will go watch his videos. This is the pitch. He's going to teach you how to own the room, how to be direct without being an ass. All right, we're starting the meeting now. If you got to go to the bathroom, hurry up. John's going to be about 5 minutes late. He's a smart guy. I'll catch up, and he'll figure out what's going on. But I want everyone to want to put their cell phones down. This is our time, our meeting. I value your time. I respect your value. Let's keep going. There's so many sales aspects that people are not taught in this industry. I can go on and on and on. What do you value? Close this out. What are you in network marketing for? So let's recap. What is network marketing? Direct sales, multi-level marketing, affiliate marketing. How do you make your money? Is it through transaction of the product or recruiting? And if it's recruiting, how do you still make that money? Well, the compensation plan is so complicated. I had to learn state law, federal law, constitution. I had to learn Fourth Amendment, search and seizure inside and out. I had to learn department policy, how to put it all in action in a rapid, fast, tense, evolving circumstance. Sorry, you could do anything if there's no excuse for you not to learn your compensation plan. How are you learning from your upline? How are you being recruited and duplicating that, right? What is their business school, air quotes? If it's just fluff, If it's nonstop, I love you and emotion and let's get together and hugs and this, you're going to tell me you're going to go to Walmart CEO's meeting, Starbucks CEO's meeting, Target, what is it, a franchise restaurant, and they're going to go, I love all you guys. I believe in you. How did we do last quarter? I love you. It's business. It's business. Lastly, what you identify right now to avoid any, because it's your fault. If you get in network marketing and you leave, it's your fault. Why are you in it? 3 C's. You're either in it for commerce. You're going to be a customer. Now, you know exactly what the product is, how much it costs you every month, and you're going to determine how long you stay on it. Great. You're going to go in it for the cash flow. All right. I know what the product is. I know what it costs me to stay on it. I know what the company says that I have to do in order to make money. I know how to qualify my business. Or is it the culture? All right, we got some shady shit going on with manipulation and, the upline doesn't want to give me time and I don't know how to do this. And I heard some upline say, what do you mean you don't want to be rich? Are you an idiot? Come join my team and change the culture. I am very, very, very money driven. Cash flow was my primary C. If you watched any of my past content, I don't give a shit about culture. Things have changed. The culture of network marketing 100% has to change. And thank God that these women pulled me into this anti-MLM marketing, because I didn't realize the problem was as big as this. I didn't realize you have thousands and thousands and thousands of people who act like they just got burned by an ex. So now they're going to go around and tell every person out there, stay away from my ex. He's a scumbag. Why? Well, he forgot my birthday. Okay. He didn't text me one night. Okay. Perception's reality. When you see value on all 3, value in the commerce, value in the cash flow, value in the culture, you learn the business. All right. I've been with this network marketing for 6 months. I really haven't made any money. Have you been studying the business for the last 6 months? Are you putting in an hour a week or are you putting in an hour a day? It's when we go back to the main argument of the anti-MLM community, remember their thing is they're putting it out there. The supposition is every single person out there is working the same amount of hours, same efforts. It's not true. Identify what the business is. Be able to articulate what it is, be able to articulate proper training between warm market, cold market, pitch, close, objection handling. Know how to work your business model. Know how to work your pay model. Know how to work your back office. Know how to say, I don't have that answer, and then have a working relationship with the upline proper to you. Go aggressively after your upline. Judy's above you. You can't get the answer from Judy. Go find John. John doesn't want to give you time today? Go find Jane. Don't want to get an answer for you? Call me. 708-982-0974. Got a problem with your company? Call me. And then culture. What are you in the culture for? Righteousness. This business is continuing to explode because so many people are getting suckered in because they need that income. They need that job. Their businesses are closing down. We have an opportunity and we have a fucking responsibility to teach these people the right way of network marketing. So when scumbags come out and say, you don't work any money, you don't make any money, you got to pay to do this, it's a Ponzi scheme, let's explain why. And be open for the challenging. The more people say it's this, it's that, it's this, that's lifting weights, because you're like, I'm strengthening my muscle when it comes down to handling these objections, and you know your business better. Total immersion. Immerse yourself into this industry with everything you are. Everything. Learn from everybody. Learn from Ray Higdon. Learn from Eric Worre. Learn from Darren Kidd. Learn from Jesse Lee Ward. Learn from me. You will develop who you are in that process. And then put it forward into, I'm going to tell you this right now. Your team doesn't work for you. You work for your team. You want to be at the top of that pyramid? You want to be a diamond? There is no set and forget it, sit back for a month. You work for your team. You're on call for them 24/7. You pitch for them, you close for them, you build for them. You don't know how to do it, you find somebody else. You got a problem, can't find anybody else, you call me. When you work for your team, you will build. This is the problem with network marketing we have to change. I hope this made sense. I hope this had value. We are going to put a massive polish and shine back on this industry, and we are going to put it right back in front where it deserves to be. We're going to undo what all the shysters and scumbags did for so many decades, for so long, with the get rich quick. If we can give people a tank of gas a week, if we can give people a car payment a month, if we can start there and have an army of people who are doing that, yeah, we're going to create the millionaires. We're going to create the wealth, the generational wealth, and we're going to rise. A rising tide lifts all boats. We're going to do that. Start by defining what the industry is. Start by defining what your passion in the industry is. Align yourself with proper culture, proper education, and pay it forward. I'm Dominick Izzo. I am the bull of MLM. And if you need anything at all, get a hold of me. You guys have a great day.